my god, this is so heavy. Why am I doing this? Okay, that happened. I think I got my thumbnail. Okay, it's fine. I'm done. Hey bookaholics, it's Isabel and welcome to another video. So today I'm gonna be doing the mid-year what's it called? Oh my god. Today I'm gonna be doing the mid-year book freakout tag. Now this tag was made by Ellie and Chammy. This was made by Ellie and Chammy. I believe Chammy's was taken down or something. I tried looking it up and it just takes me to an error page. So I'll just put her channel down below so you can go check her out. But I'll put Ellie's down below so you can check out the video. So yeah, this is the this is a mid-year book freakout tag, so pretty much just freak out about all the books I've read so far this year. I'm a little late to this party, but when am I not late for these parties? Let's just get into the questions because I got some books to talk about. The first question is best books you've read so far in 2019. So I could not narrow this down to just one. I've read over 30 books so far. This year has been pretty good. I've read mostly 5 stars and 4 stars. And there's a few 3s thrown in there and then like 1, 2 star. So like, it's been a pretty decent year. I couldn't narrow down my favorite books to only 1. So I got 4. So my first favorite book would have to be 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I couldn't not talk about this book. This book, man, holy jeez. There was so much that went into this book. Like, so much thought and characterization. Like, the characterization in this book is amazing. I love the journalist character in this one, but I especially love the Evelyn Hugo character. Her character was so flushed out and just amazing. I loved it. It was so good. If you haven't read it yet, you have to. It follows a journalist who does an interview for the very popular and very famous Evelyn Hugo, who was an actress in the 1950s. That's honestly all you really need to know going into this one. The next favorite book would have to be Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. These are the first 2 books I've read of hers and they are both 5 stars. So like, oh my god, you did it, Taylor. You got me to love you. This one was amazing. I read the audiobook. It's a full cast because it is written in interview style, so everyone has like their own little things to say. It follows a band, follows how that band came together and then eventually falls apart, and it's just great. It's amazing and I just absolutely loved it. The next one I'm going to talk about was horrifying and just completely shocking, and like, it hit me so hard, and that would be Sadie by Courtney Summers. My god, another audiobook I read. It was so engrossing, so many shocking moments, and so many parts where I was just filled with disgust. All you really need to know is that it follows a girl named Sadie, and it also has a podcast in it. The podcast is pretty much about following clues and the hints of the missing girl, and then it also follows Sadie's perspective of her trying to figure out who murdered her sister. It is just amazing. Now the next book is on my favorites ones because it is just adorable and so cute and amazing, and it is Red, White, and Royal Blue, which if you watch my last couple of videos, I just rave about this book. So I really have nothing else to add from those videos. Just go watch them. I will put them up here for you if you like. This one's just my favorite. Adorable. Amazing. Just so cute. So yeah, this one's this. The next question is best sequel you read so far in 2019. Again, I didn't have just one answer for this. So the first sequel is Thunderhead by Neil Shusterman. Now, this one, I've just read Scythe this year as well, and then I had to get into this book, and just amazing. I understand completely why everyone just loves this series. So Scythe is a story about this world that has progressed to the point where people don't die. So there's these people called the Scythes who choose people randomly to die. And that's the only way you can. You can get hurt, you can get run over, you can throw yourself off a building. As long as it's not a scythe, you can be revived. So that's this world, and that's the sequel that I just love. Next sequel, you should not be surprised it's on here. Arch Enemies by Marissa Meyer, the second book in the Renegade series. I love this book so freaking much. Oh my god, I cannot wait for the third book, and this book was just so much fun to read. I will admit it's not as great as the first book, because the first book was just amazing. This one was definitely a lot slower, but it was a lot more character driven. Like, the characters really made this book great, and I loved it so much. I cannot wait for the third book. Oh my god. But just so you know, Renegades is a story about superheroes. There's one side that are the renegades. They are the people who are kind of the heroes, and they're seen as these wonderful beings that will protect the whole city and the whole world practically. Then there's the arch enemies. I think that's what they're called. Arch enemies, I think. No, they had a different name. I just can't think of what their name is. Hi-ya-yay. It starts with an A. I'll put it down here somewhere, and you can read that. But I know why I said Arch Enemies. That's the title of this book. Renegades follows two characters. So one character is on the renegade side and one is on the bad side. It just follows those two characters, and like, honestly, you should just go into this blind. I wasn't too sure if I would even like that book, because I'm not a big fan of superheroes, but I love this story and I just love it, and I just need the second one, okay? I just need it. That was this one. The third is new releases you haven't read yet but want to. The first one is Like a Love Story by Abdi Nazemian. This one I'm really excited for. It was on my anticipated reads of 2019, and it follows three different characters. I think this book takes place in 1989, so it's kind of in the part where AIDS was starting to become a problem, and a lot of the people who were affected were gay men, so they were being blamed for this pandemic, even though that's totally like not even the case. But it follows these three characters who are in this time, and two of them are actually gay, but one of them is not revealing that, and the other one has, and they're trying to bring a face to the disaster of the AIDS pandemic. So yeah, that's pretty much all I know, really. So that's this one, and I honestly can't wait to read it. The next one I can't wait to read is The Bookish Life of Nina Hill by Abby Waxman. So this one I'm really excited for, just because it is so me, and I just love me. Wow, that sounded pretty narcissistic. No, I just love this idea. It's like me. This is like me so totally, and I just love it. Yeah, this one's pretty new release, and I'm really excited for this one, just because I feel like I can relate to this one so much. So this one just follows a girl who loves to live in the world of books and would just be content to live her life working at a bookstore and going to these trivia games, it says, when her father dies, who she hasn't seen for a long time or doesn't even know about, and it's revealed that this whole big family is her family, and now they're coming to her door and trying to visit her and get to know her, and she's just freaking out, doesn't know what to do. So yeah, that's this one. So the next question is most anticipated release for the second half of the year. I could not pick just one. Like, I have three that I'm so excited for, and I just cannot wait. The first one is Wayward Son by Rainbow Rowell. I cannot wait for this book. Oh my god, I'm so excited. It is the sequel to Carry On by Rainbow Rowell, and it's just Baz and Simon and friends going on a road trip in America, and like, I'm so excited for this. Rainbow Rowell has revealed certain things, like she's revealed a little excerpt of the book, and she's revealed different kind of covers, and I pre-ordered one of them because I just needed it. It's a hardcover of the UK version with colored edges, and the colored edges is of Baz's suit on the cover, and I'm so so ready for it. I'm so excited. Oh my god, I'm so ready. I can't wait for that to come. Oh my god. The next one I'm most excited for is Supernova by Marissa Mayer. You should not be surprised that this one's on here when I was raving about Arch Enemies. This is the third and last book in her series, and I'm so excited for it. Oh my god, I'm going to cry. I loved Arch Enemies so much, and it ended on such a cliffhanger and such like a explosion, and I'm so excited for it. Oh my god. And Supernova, I'm so excited for that title because one of the main characters' name is Nova, so like Supernova, what? I'm so excited for this book. Oh my god. The next one I'm excited for is The Toll by Neil Schusterman. This is the last book in the Scythe series, and I'm so excited for it. I read both Scythe and Thunderhead this year, and I'm just ready for this third one. I know people have been waiting for it, and just so like I'm so excited. It's coming out so freaking soon. It's coming out at the end of the year, September, October, I can't remember which date, but I'm so excited for this. I'm ready for it. I'm ready, and I'm ready to see what happens because Thunderhead ended so freaking well, and I just need to know what happens. Those are the three ones I'm so excited for the last half of the year. Number 5 is the biggest disappointment of 2019. I don't have actually too many of these. I've actually had a pretty good reading year, but there's been one that really disappointed me because I thought it was going to be so heartbreaking and so fantastic and just emotional, and it just wasn't. So this book is The Way I Used to Be by Amber Smith. A lot of people love this. A lot of people were really affected. Don't get me wrong, this book is very, very important. It should be out. It should be there to represent someone. It gives a name to the rape culture and gives a story, but for me, it just didn't hit the way I thought it would. The very first 2 chapters were so emotional and so hard to read, but after that, it just kind of felt bland for me, and I was expecting this to be a 5-star, no questions asked, and it just wasn't, and that was a very, very big disappointment, and I was very sad about that because I was so excited for this book. I was ready for it, and it just didn't hit the mark at all. Number 6 is Biggest Surprise. This would have to be Batman by Mary Lou. I wouldn't have read this book, but it was on Overdrive and it was available, and I kind of didn't have anything else to read, so I was like, well, might as well give it a shot. And I did, and I ended up giving it like a 4-star. It was actually pretty good. I really, really enjoyed it, and I'm not a superhero person. Like, I'm just not. I don't get excited over those at all. Like, when I watch them, I enjoy them, and it's fun. I know I'm like the only person, but I love Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. Like, I absolutely love that movie, and it was just my favorite. And like, I tell people, and they give me the stink eye, like, how do I like that movie? But that's my favorite, okay? I love my Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, okay? I love it. And I'm getting off topic. Okay, so yeah, Batman was the biggest surprise of the year so far. Number 7 is favorite new author, and there should be no surprise. Taylor Jenkins Reid's new favorite author. Oh my god, I love these books so much, and I definitely want to check out her other books. Number 8 is new fictional crush. Now, for me, I don't get crushes very often, like on book people. I don't, and like, this is not necessarily a crush. I just absolutely love him. He's just adorable and so amazing. That person would definitely have to be Henry from Red, White, and Royal Blue. He is just adorable, so cute. I just love him, and I get it, he's not on my team. Still, he's just my favorite, okay? He's so adorable and so cute. Next one is newest favorite character, and again, I have more than one answer for this. First would be Daisy Jones. I really, really loved her character in this book. Taylor Jenkins Reid writes amazing characterization, and her Daisy Jones was so emotional. Just the struggle she went through was written so well, and I just loved seeing as her character kind of developed and became this person, this singer in the band Daisy Jones and the Six. Like, it was amazing to see her character. Next one, Evelyn Hugo. Evelyn Hugo was such a fun character to read. She was just so complicated and so unlikable. She was unlikable in a likable way, however that makes sense. She just had a strength to her, but she had no apology for what she did. She knew it would get her far, so she would do anything to do that. And that is such a strong character, but also what makes her so unlikable. That characterization is amazing. I loved it so much. Number 10, book that made you cry. Now, for me, I'm a crier. It doesn't take a lot for me to cry. Like, honestly, I've cried during The Simpsons episodes. I've cried during commercials. I've cried during so many movies that when I watch movies with my sister and it's kind of getting to a sad moment, my sister will look at me and see if I'm crying. Like, she enjoys seeing me cry, and maybe I should be concerned, but it's just me. I cry very easily. These books I've read so far, I haven't really cried into many of them. I can't remember if I did, and there's only one that I remember tearing up and being pretty emotional, and that one would be This Is How It Always Is by Lori Frankel. This book was a really, really intriguing book for me to read. I really, really enjoyed it. I did read the audiobook from Overdrive. It did make me cry at moments because, like, this book follows a family whose youngest son is transgender, so they have a daughter. When they figure it out and they learn that she wants to dress up as a girl and eventually confesses that she is a girl, it follows them as they adjust to that and learn how to help her transition and everything. There's points where I definitely cried, so I have to go with this one. Number 11, book that made you happy, and this should be no surprise at all. Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. I've read this book twice this year. Once with this copy and then another time on an audiobook, and both times it made me so happy. I love this book so much. I grin every time I talk about it, every time I think about it, every time. This book makes me so happy, and I'm so happy I have it in my hands and I'm able to hold it and caress it and be around it. I don't know. And number 13, what books do you need to read by the end of the year? I'm just gonna read off this quickly. Wayward Son by Rainbow Rowell, Supernova by Marissa Mayer, The Toll by Neil Shusterman, A Girl Like That by Tanaza Bathanina, On the Come Up by Angie Thomas, and Again But Better by Christina Riccio. The two I'm most embarrassed about in that one is these two. A Girl Like That I've been needing to read for so long. I bought it last year. I was planning on reading it last year. So many times I said I was gonna read it in my TBRs and it's still unread on my shelves. And On the Come Up, I have no excuse for why I haven't read this one yet. I mean, Angie Thomas wrote The Hate You Give, and that is just one of my all-time favorite books, and I haven't read her second book. Why haven't I read it? I have no idea. So this one's definitely a need to. Oh my god, I skipped a question.
I skipped a question.
And I skipped a question, so my bad. Most beautiful book you've bought this year? Lovely War by Julie Berry. It's just gorgeous. I love this cover. It is so beautiful, like with her holding the Eiffel Tower and the warplanes flying around it, and then the lady with the cut off top of her head, and then her pink older coat, and just, I don't know, everything, and then like the soldiers in the background. Like, everything about this cover is just gorgeous. And then the last question, favorite book community member? I couldn't just say one person, so I'm saying a bunch. So Serena from A Wandering Mind, I love watching her videos. Richie from Don't Stop Reading, I really enjoy watching her videos. She has a different kind of perspective on some of the books. She posted a video not too long ago about her worst books, and she just hasn't had a good time with Adam Silvera, and like, I love Adam Silvera, so like, it's nice to see kind of someone else have a different perspective on a book that I love. Clem's Book Corner, I've been watching her for a while and she's really starting to develop and kind of grow. Hilly Gets Tegan, she is not only a booktuber, she is also very, very into other kind of music, so I really, really love watching her videos for that especially. She does reaction videos to all the new songs that's coming out, and she's so amusing to watch. And then Donna from Mom's Book Collection, I really enjoy watching her videos. She does a lot of owl Novel Crate videos, and she's also in Bookstagrammer, and I really enjoy seeing all her stuff. So yeah, those are my favorite book communities. So that's the last question. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you have done this video, what you're freaking out the most about in the first half of the 2019 year. Subscribe if you want to, and I'll just see you guys next video. Bye!